discount coupon and the cards that benefit most with the use of this charm. What up, Axie fam? Let's talk about this little charm right here. This charm is relatively simple. It just cuts the energy cost of a card down by 1, but it reduces the base stat by 40%. The whole idea behind this theory crafting video is there are certain cards you put it on and it has no drawback. So maximizing this charm's potential is key. These are my kind of honorable mentions. The first one being Ant, the second one being Cattail. Both of these cards give you the taunt, and I think taunt is one of the most powerful effects that you can use in Origin because it divides your opponent's attention. It's great against multi-hit because it says target several different enemies like Featherfan, Belieber, those types of effects. It only hits the taunted unit. It's brutal. If they use something like ear breathing and you have a guy with taunt, it only gets hit once. It doesn't get the other 3 hits. So I think taunt, that might get changed, but taunt is super powerful, and keeping them all alive as long as possible I think is really key to winning in Origin. So we could see with the -40 only gives us 42 shield. Cattail only does 36 damage. That's not that big of a deal. The effect is what you're mainly going for. You could use Hollow in its place. Clover, real easy here to see why Clover benefits from discount coupons so much. Clover is only a 1 cost. And it goes to a 0 cost, but it has no stats. Because it has no stats, just like Bumpy, both of these cards have an added benefit, just making them cheaper. Because the stats aren't baked into the card, they're not affected by the -40% of the discount coupon. Bumpy's already very decent. I have a double watering can, double Bumpy build that's a ton of fun to play. Bumpy being 1 cost instead of 2 means on my double Bumpy team, I can play both my Bumpies at the start of every game. Let's go to the next ones. Okay, so these cards right here, very similar to Clover. The stats of the cards are baked into the card in a different way. Because the damage isn't on the card, it doesn't actually get changed. So we have target 1 ally, negate 1 next attack on targeted ally. You still get the effect. So here we get that same effect, but for free. This is one of my top picks. We'll get to my #1 pick here in a bit, but it's also very good on Green Thorns. We still get to apply the 2 poison 6 times to random targets and heal this Axie for 20 HP. It may be that it gets changed to where you only get the 14 HP or whatever it would be, but still you're not using this for the health benefits. All right, so Leaf Bug. If we look at Leaf Bug, 55 times 0.6, it's 33. So you're only losing 22 shield, but you're making Leaf Bug free. The 33 shield is almost what it gets just for drawing it. So drawing this card is what makes it good. Using it just makes it kind of better. So using it for free makes it really good. So I think Leaf Bug, the added benefit of it being free, I think outweighs the 22 shield you lose. All right, so Hot Butt, this one's pretty obvious. Swirl, ear breathing, Hot Butt, Swirl, ear breathing. All these cards have the same premise. We're putting a bunch of garbage in our opponent's deck. But when we can do that for free, this card becomes so powerful. Okay, these two are in a different ballpark. These completely depend on your team. And both of these are really dependent on the other runes keep these guys alive. So you'd want to maximize these guys' health to really get the benefit. Because I imagine what they'll do is discount coupon will reduce their starting health by 40%, which means you only get the benefit 1 turn. But with stuff like, it does suffer from Grandma's Fan, Chubby, Gia, all those cards, Ranchu are super good against this style of deck. All right, the next 2 we have Shiitake and Sakura. Sakura, real similar to Bumpy. Getting the benefit for just a single cost instead of 2 is very good. But Shiitake, we still get to summon the mushroom with 18 HP that heals the Axie with the least health for 24 at the end of your turn. So we still get the summon, but now we get it for, instead of 1, we get it for 0 energy. So I talked about Swirl. Swirl and Hot Butt are in the same kind of category. Shuffle 3 Confused into your opponent's discard pile. But getting this for 0, just like Hot Butt, crazy powerful. Strawberry Shortcake. The card itself its attributes do not get modified. So getting your strawberry for 1, so you get 2 strawberries for 1 energy that still have the same healing effect. So strawberry shortcake, very strong. Yam and topaz, both of these work similar to like green thorns, right? Where we're using this card not for its actual damage, but the effect of what the card text does to the card, right? So this deals 10 bonus damage per banished card, right? So we don't use it for the 25, we're using it for this. So even if this was 0, 0, and 0, we would still use it in specific builds, because it would do so much damage. So using it for 0 means we get to use this card more frequently. Oftentimes we'll have it in our hand turn 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we get to use this more often turns 1 through 5 when we don't yet have enough banish cards to make it effective. You know, doing 25, 35, 45 damage for 0 is still pretty good. Now Yam, same kind of thing. We want to apply the poison to all enemies. We don't care what the damage is. You know, if we cut that in half, that'd be like 7 or 8. So round it down, so say 7. It'll be more than that. So say it is 8 damage. Well, who cares? It's 0 energy, 8 damage, apply 2 poison to all enemies. Better than a 1 energy, 15 damage. What if that inspires somebody to do something crazy? All right, so the next 2. Kingfisher, probably one of my favorite cards of the set. This card's so good. So Kingfisher. Target an ally, next attack against the target is reflected for 85 damage. So it's worded one way, but the effect it does is the next time the Axie with the Kingfisher secret is attacked, it does 85 damage to the attacking Axie, is what it actually does. So if you use this for 0, it's a fantastic card. Throw it on your frontliner, they attack it, they take 85 damage. 85 damage for 0 energy is pretty absurd. And so Pumpkin, pretty easy to see the effect of this one. Calculator, let's go 70 times 0.6. And 42, it only gives us 42 shields, but it's a 0 cost, it gives us 42 shields. It says target an ally, next turn after the target is attacked, draw 1 card. Drawing cards being one of the most powerful things you can do in Axie Infinity, aside from adding energy to your energy pool, or maybe destroying your opponent's energy. Alright, so Bidens, obviously we put it on Bidens, it still gets to remove all debuffs from a target, but now we get to play more like it's V2 and use it for 0 energy. So for 0 energy, I think this is very good. 1 energy is kind of like pushing like its use. But Cerastes, very similar to Kingfisher, does the same type of effect except for it's a horn card. But yeah, we still get the effect of it reflecting 85 damage. That isn't changed by it being a 0 cost. So here are my top tier cards are to use the charm discount coupon on. Number 1, so the runner up is Bubble Maker. So Bubble Maker, if we look at the stats calculator, 70 times 0.6 is 42. So for 0 energy, it gives us 42 shield, and it still gets the 2 bubbles. That's insane. All right, and my top pick for the best card or best move to put discount coupon on is Snake Jar. So Snake Jar is a 1 energy. It says target an ally, negate the next HP loss against the target up to 90 HP. You put this on an Axie, like your frontliner, or something that has taunt. Very good using it on your trunk or your cattail or your eggshell unit, and then they're forced to attack that unit. It negates the first attack up to 90 HP. These builds that heavily rely on Aranda, Shoalstar, or Sandal, or Little Branch, it just will negate those. Gone, 2 energy out the window. Destroying 2 energy, crazy powerful. Anyways, what do you think? Did I skip one? I hope I didn't skip one. Leave it down in the comments if I did. Hit the like and subscribe button. We'll see you in the very next video.